I've never really been productive in my life. Oh, looky here, the 15-Minute Morning Show podcast. It's Froggy, and there's Danielle. There's Scotty B in Master Control. There's Scary in Master Control Jr.
Hi.
There's Gandhi in Detroit, right? Are you in Detroit?
No, I'm in the city. I'm right down the street from Scary, just not coming in.
I can't keep up with you. Seriously. There's Straight Nate in the city. He came in. And there's Garrett in his kitchen. And there's Brody in the den. And here I am in my, whatever the fuck this is.
Oh. Can we talk about how Gandhi's just skating by? She's just conveniently down the street.
Okay, let's talk about that. Now,
yeah.
You brought this up earlier, Scary.
Yeah, I did.
How there are people in your mind, anyway, you feel are taking advantage of pandemics, the pandemic, and they shouldn't be.
Clearly, there are people out there that are milking the pandemic. Now, I'm not saying it's safe for everybody to go work. Everyone has a different location and different, like format of where they need to be with the amount of people. But there are some people that I know of that are just hanging out at home and just saying, like, I'm going to stay here as long as humanly possible.
Yeah.
And
So
Scotty
comfortable.
agrees with me, obviously.
Yeah.
I think when this show decides to return, I think that would be maybe Danielle in our show who would try and be like, I want to stay home as long as humanly possible. I mean, look at her life. She gets to wave her kids off to school, make them breakfast.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck would she leave her baby?
Like, I love being home, but I do miss it. I would like a balance of both worlds,
Right.
if
That's
that's
what I
a
plan on
possibility.
doing. Yep.
Yeah, sure.
That's
But
what I
why
plan on
would
doing.
anybody
I'll
want to go back to
do.
work in any business that they're in because they can sleep later.
Right.
They're saving so much money on transportation, no matter
Yep.
how they get to work, gas or public transportation. Why would they want to go back?
Right.
Well, I'm telling you right now, there's 2 articles I read today, funny enough. Both of them say 1/3 of the workforce will quit on the spot if they are forced to go back into the office.
Wow.
Because they love their job now, and they're saying,
Yep.
if you take this away from me, then I don't want to work
Bye-bye.
for you anymore.
I'm calling bullshit on that because if people have to go back, they're not gonna quit. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, but
Get
Nate,
outta
the thing
here.
is now there are other jobs that you can go find where they'll let you work
Yeah.
from home, where they don't want to. The company doesn't want the overhead of a place and the electricity and all the other stuff that comes along with it.
So then the question is, does it come down to safety or the fact that they could save money on commercial real estate and they could just close the lights and
It's
get
a
rid
lot
of the
of
furniture?
things.
It's a lot of things. I
Yeah.
think
It's a
people
lot of
have
it.
realized through this whole thing that there are other ways to get things done that you could be more productive or just as productive, and you can save money in the process with things that you didn't realize.
Are you as productive though if you're at home?
No.
Yeah.
I feel more productive at
Yes.
home,
You
to be
do?
honest. I know that's different for everybody. Yeah, but I mean, so for me, once I built my little desk over here, now I have like an actual space to be focused on things and, knocking out games or creating whatever it is. I feel more efficient at home because I have an extra hour of sleep. And then as soon as
Yep.
we're off the air, I can get to whatever it is I need to get to also because
I'll
I'm right
tell you
here.
this, Gandhi. I've never really been productive in my life. I really wasn't productive when I came in every day. I'm definitely not productive now. I mean, I do this show and then I have other things I do.
So
but
you're like in the same boat.
I don't want to do anything.
I have to say the day
yeah.
seems a lot longer and I have more time because I can do my laundry, I can do this, I can do my grocery, I can do and get it done and not have to worry about driving back from the city and driving in. That takes a lot of time, Scary. It really
yeah.
does.
Hours.
I know. I'm in Scotty's boat really because I really do like coming in and even though I only see Scary and Scotty, but in working here, I really like being in the studio to work. But that drive is what kills me because it's an hour here and an hour back, and you don't get that time. That's not for you guys. Your commute is what 30 seconds.
Yeah, it allows me to get a
Not
head
even.
start on the list of
late
shit
for work.
I get asked to do every day. So when I get my marching orders for the rest of the day, I can get
Your
some of those
marching
things
orders.
done while we're in commercials. So
You should say no to those, by the way.
yeah, I've tried. It doesn't work out well.
But why is it I live 2 floors above where I'm sitting right now, but I'm late to work once a week?
I tell you.
It happens.
Only you can answer that.
Rough commute.
Hell, are you gonna do?
The one question I've been getting a lot too from family and friends and listeners is, do we have a plan? Like, do we even know yet, or is it still just?
We never have a plan.
We don't have a.
Well, I know we don't have.
When
We
have
never
we
have
ever-
a plan.
No.
We've never had
I
a
get
plan.
it.
I didn't even know how to spell the word plan.
Me either. I
Garrett,
have trouble
if you were
with the A
listening,
and the.
We planned this 15-minute morning show, what we were going to talk about, right when we started, and we still haven't talked about what we said we were going to talk about. So we don't
I know.
plan shit.
That's why I'm never going
Everyone needs
skydiving with you guys. Never going skydiving
Everybody
with you
needs a
guys.
sense of regimen, routine, and structure. I love having structure to my day. And by the way, when I leave here, I leave my work here, and then I go home and I have my home time. You don't take like your pets, and they don't like shit where they sleep and they eat, right? They have their bed place, and then they have their other place.
I don't shit where I work either.
No,
like
I
I'm
do.
the
My
best.
bathroom's down the hall.
Greg
My
T did.
kitchen's over
You
here.
created an
did.
environment for yourself where you do everything in the same place. That's got to be monotonous.
No,
No,
It
not
can
at
be.
all.
Scary. You live in a one-bedroom apartment. The rest of us have bigger property.
Which is
Yeah.
why
No,
I
not
love
me.
being here.
Well, sorry, Gandhi.
I have my one bedroom, and I love my little
yeah, but
tower. I
you've
feel like
lived in
Rapunzel.
7 places. You've lived in
Yeah.
7 places, so you get to move around.
that's true.
This
You
is
do
true.
move around.
I
And
do.
Scary's
nomadic.
plan when he gets home is a nap.
Yes.
I don't know. I would be so miserable if I was like Rapunzel in the tower.
I turned my
it's
guest
wonderful.
bedroom into a studio, and it's fine. It's
Yeah.
wonderful. It has to be a lot of work to go back to the way it was.
So Scary's original thought was there are people who are bullshit artists, and
Yes.
they could easily roll back into work, and they're choosing not to. And
Correct.
You're saying they're using medical reasons. Well, here's the thing: the vaccine is taken off, and we're seeing that the world is opening up. Well, knock on wood, it's going to be safe. So they can't hide behind that anymore.
Right.
Right.
Now
People
they-
will be exposed very soon if they haven't already been. My friends and I talk all the time that they have friends that they work with that are legitimately out of the country, or they're like from a beach and they're literally on a lounge chair around a pool working from a
Awesome. Why are you
laptop.
mad?
Yeah, why are you
Why are you
mad?
mad about
Why
it?
are
Let
you
them be
mad?
happy.
If they're getting their
Jealous.
work done, who
Right.
cares?
As long as they're getting work done, who cares?
Right.
I'm
Jealous.
jealous. I'm jealous. I'm
Jealous.
fucking
Yeah, you're
jealous.
jealous.
You're jealous. That's okay. Call it what it is.
The truth comes out.
Well, I tell you, while we're at home, we have more time to get projects done and things like that.
Okay.
And so, like, Brody's saying things that I find very, very peculiar. Like today, he used a rivet drill. Is that what you
Rivet
used?
gun.
Rivet
A
gun.
rivet gun. I'm like, you have no business with something as dangerous as a rivet gun in your hands. And like, what did you rivet gun? What do you do?
So I had to put a front license plate on my car because we got a
Who
car.
does
in
that?
Well, we bought a car in Pennsylvania because it was a great deal, but they don't use front license plate frames. They're not required by law.
Right.
So when I drove it home, they said, "Well, we'll mail you a frame, and when you get your registration, you can put your plates on." So when I opened it up to look at how to install it, most license plate frames, it's a couple of screws. Nope, I had to drill holes, and then I had to put rivets in and use a rivet gun. I don't have a rivet gun, so I called the local dealership where I didn't buy my car, and I said, "Hey, you guys are the same company. Can you guys put the thing on for me?" And they said, "Yeah, for $50." I said, "I'm not paying $50 for something that should have been for free." So I went on Amazon, bought a rivet gun for $12, got it, and the next day shipping, I put it on myself. I learned how to use a rivet gun.
Oh, that's awesome. Wait.
gotta look at
Oh,
rivet
good
gun.
for you. Speaking of that, you know what we did? My brother taught me this. Another little trick, like Brody kind of. So if you want to buy the Peloton, the new Peloton bike has a screen that swivels, but you pay a lot more for it. You don't need it. There's a little contraption on Amazon that my brother told me about that you buy and you attach it, and you can make a swivel screen yourself, just like the one on the new Peloton. So my Peloton bike looks like the brand new one, but I didn't pay all that money for it.
Did you ask the question? Why do you want a swivel screen on your Peloton?
Oh.
If you're doing something off the Peloton?
Yes, because you
Okay.
can do like training classes and all kinds of other things off the Peloton.
Just wondering.
Did you know that people call electricians to change light bulbs?
What?
We do in the studios because of a union.
Okay,
rule.
well, they have
Or
to.
the
but
rat
there
comes
are
out.
People
Yeah,
in
we
their
have
private homes that can't change a light. We had an electrician in the house because Amy said, "You know what? Because I was changing out the smoke detectors. I put all the Nest smoke detectors in, and she's just called an electrician. I'm like, no, I'm gonna call an electrician. How much he'll charge for that?
Right.
So I figured out how to do it. And I changed all the smoke detectors, and I was nervous because I didn't shut the electricity off, and I got shocked once or twice. but
Right, I did that
it's
too.
low-
That's exactly
It's
good.
low voltage.
Right.
It's low voltage.
Right.
But we
Oh
had
my
an
God.
we had an electrician in the house for something else, and he said that people call him all the time to change light bulbs, and I was
Scary would do
flabbergasted.
that. Scary would absolutely call an electrician.
No,
He'd
I
call-
wouldn't.
You'd call Uber Electronics and have the guy come over.
Uber
What a great
electronic.
idea for a business.
I don't know exactly what happened, but in where our toilet is in our master bathroom, it's just a small room where it's not. You can barely turn around in there. It's a toilet, and the toilet paper holder got knocked off the wall. I don't exactly know how. Nobody has fessed up to it, but there was a hole. You could almost put your hand in the hole in the wall. It was so big. So
Did you
I
try to put a
had
TV
to.
there?
What'd you say?
Was it like the TV you tried to put on the wall?
Funny. So then I was not sure how to patch such a large hole. I did not know. So I went online. I went and bought a drywall repair kit. I got mud. I did the screening. I did everything. I painted it. And look at this. Here's a picture of it. Look how perfect. You cannot tell where the hole was.
That was good.
I watched it on YouTube. Now I will say this: the guy on YouTube made it look really, really simple. And when I did it, it was not so simple. I had to do it twice.
Never.
But when you watch it on YouTube, that person's been doing it 1,000 times. You haven't. But that's how you learn how to do things.
I'm convinced those people on YouTube that do the how-to videos do a few takes, and then they take the best takes and put them all together. But it makes it look like, I know what I'm doing. You don't know what you're doing on the first take like that.
Right.
So can I give you a bad story where it didn't work out watching a YouTube video? So my wife wanted to change the doorknobs of our master bathroom door. And so there's no screws. So I looked up, if you have hidden screws, there should be a release button. There's no release button. So then it says if there's no release button, there's a pinhole. So there's a pinhole that's supposed to be spring-loaded and pop open. It didn't do that. So the worst-case scenario, if none of those work, is you have to hacksaw the doorknob off.
Oh,
so
God. Did you
I
buy a
will learn
hacksaw?
how to
Oh, look
hacksaw
at
a
that.
doorknob off later today.
Today's Hacksaw Day.
Today is Hacksaw Doorknob Day. I bought a special blade, and I'm going to figure out how to do
you
that.
really need to come back to the studio. You need to find things to do with your time.
You're going to hacksaw your house in half.
Scary. You want Brody coming back to the studio with a hacksaw in hand.
Oh,
By the way,
gosh.
when you tell the guy at Home Depot you want a hacksaw, and he says, "What are you trying to hacksaw?" and I said a dead body, he didn't find that funny.
Oh, my
So just
gosh.
A note to people, they don't get that as a joke.
You're lucky
so.
they didn't call authorities.
They might have.
Yeah, a recipe for joking. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Oh, there have been several jokes you've told that definitely need incarceration.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm calling your bluff on that
Hey,
one.
can we do a shout out to a couple of listeners who started a business?
Sure.
They've been listening to us for years and years. They started a company called Keen to Be Seen, and they made these masks where you could show your smile. So it's,
Oh!
hi, 'cause
Oh, yes, I have one of those in pink.
how great is this? They sent them for everybody. So I'll send them over to you guys if you want.
Your smile looks very strained.
It
behind
A
does.
little bit.
'Cause
Is
they
it
say that-
magnifying it?
that, you want one?
No, it's plastic. It's just
plastic,
clear
it's
plastic.
plastic.
Yeah, but it looks like his mouth is somehow bigger
Yeah.
than it normally
He has a
is. Like,
cartoon
when
mouth.
you're in a pool
You look like
and you
Jerry
look through the
Lewis
glass?
party teeth are going on.
Thank you, Leslie, and everybody. Keen to be seen. At
I like
Keen
that.
_to be seen.
Very cool.
You just
Congratulations.
can't
See,
make
now this is
sarcastic
what-
faces at people.
And when we go back, if we go back, this Scary's going to have to wear that, I think.
Well, I mean, they also make those for deaf people so they can read lips.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I have a friend who is
Good
living
idea.
with autism, and he said that the mask thing has been really hard on him because he looks at people for facial cues to see, how they feel about something or what's going on. And with everybody's face blocked, it's been really hard on him to communicate with people. So that'll be great for him.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Scary.
All right.
So,
Screeching
Oh,
halt.
Scary, what have you fixed lately?
Some lunch.
It is meatball day. Now, be honest. How many of you will partake with meatballs?
I'm going to.
I had meatballs last night and didn't even
Yeah.
know it.
You
That's-
got me in the mood.
Didn't even
I
know
had
it.
chopped meat last night.
No.
I made burgers, so I feel like, do I want that 2 days in a row?
I didn't know that it was
Meatball
meatball
day,
day was what I
Danielle.
meant.
Oh, Danielle, shame.
I know, but I feel like, is it good to have that kind of meat 2 days in a row? I don't know. Oh, no, you know what? We're getting a delivery today.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, so we're getting Guy
yeah,
Fieri's
Guy Fieri.
Yeah, Guy
Welcome to
Fieri's
Flavor
restaurant.
Town.
Yeah.
5 o'clock this afternoon. Can't wait. I know where I'll be. Standing at my front door waiting on my delivery.
Waiting
Me
there.
too.
All right.
I
I
know.
feel like
I
I
can't
feel like
wait.
we have no cohesiveness on this
We
podcast.
really don't.
That's
These
good
are the
because we've
best
only got
ones.
15 seconds left, so that's good.
So.
All right.
So
Bye.
later,
Oh.
guys.
Just had to block someone.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Awkward goodbye.
Bye.